right, what up, Saiyans? So, today we got a pull workout, which honestly I'm very excited for. Just excited to be going heavy and pushing it, and just, yeah, making progress. So, last night got some decent sleep. Honestly, sleep's been kind of like off and on. I'm starting to wear my Fitbit again to track my steps and my sleep if I keep it on. The reason why I wear it on my ankle is because a lot of times I do work on my walking treadmill. And because my hands are stationary, if I wear it on my wrist, it doesn't count my steps. So, yeah. And also, especially when I sleep, I just don't like things on my hands. Even on my ankle, like a lot of times I'll kick it off without even knowing. Yeah, I'll wake up and it's off and I have to go look for it. However, yeah, we're gonna start dialing things in. Get back on my cut, really. Prior to Japan, cut was going strong. After Japan, cut was non-existent. However, activities still been high. So that's why I've been pretty much just maintaining my body fat. If anything, getting maybe slightly leaner. It really depends. When I'm not tracking, it really depends on just how much I snack at night. That's really the thing. Last night did really good though. Made a Vietnamese coffee boba tea protein in the Ninja Creamy. Ooh, did a little different recipe. So actually did a bottle of the pre-made Fairlife, 1 scoop of Vietnamese coffee, mix that bad boy up, throw it in the freezer. You don't even need to throw it in that long, to be honest. Like 10, 12 hours, probably good enough. That one was a day, but spin it in the Ninja Creamy twice on light ice cream. Oh, once on light ice cream. Throw in 3 Oreos, whatever can fit in your macros. Then spin it again, mix those Oreos in there, and enjoy. The only thing you gotta watch out though is that Vietnamese coffee does have some caffeine in it. So don't eat it too late. I ate mine's a little later and it kept me up, yeah, like past 12, like 12:30, closer to 1. So that's why my sleep wasn't the greatest. I honestly tried to eat it earlier. I think I ate it around like 9:30, which, nah, it's probably closer to 10. Yeah, I wanted to eat it earlier. Didn't have any of the creamies, so just like F it. There's not much caffeine, but yeah, it still kind of affected my sleep. So just kind of watch out with that. However, Vietnamese coffee is delicious. I'm not even a coffee ice cream person, but when it's like a chocolate coffee with Oreos, like, oh my God. And that's something I make for my parents. Every time my parents come over for a dinner, and they usually just bring dessert because Sandra usually cooks for them if we're not ordering out. But yeah, lately I've been telling them, or the past 2 times they came for dinner, I'm telling them no dessert. And we just been making them the Ninja Creamies. They share a fat 50-gram protein chocolate Oreo Vietnamese coffee ice cream, and they love it. And I know why. So anyways, sipping on my favorite, the usual high stem peach pre-workout. It drops very, very soon. For the ongoing future, this is probably going to be my pre-workout of choice. Like, it is just so good. Like, if you like peach, and honestly, I don't know a lot of people that don't like peaches. Yeah, you're gonna love this. Even if you don't like peach, you probably like it anyways. Like, it's so good. It's funny because a lot of Sandra's friends like boba, and they a lot of them are kind of like in and out of the gym, you know, not like super serious, not like us in the hyperbaric time chamber, but they just try to stay in shape. And they always ask Sandra, "Oh, is that really good? Do you really like it? Or are you just promoting it?" And then Sandra grabs some samples, gives it to them, and next thing you know, they're all ordering because they absolutely love it. And yeah, that's why I like working with them because it's effortless. Like I take all the supplements Boba Tea makes. It's delicious. And when it's something you like, something that's delicious, something that's well made, you know, they make it with real ingredients, it's easy to promote. So yeah, today we got back and buys. Also, for those of you guys who are basketball fans, I made it for the second time to the championships of my fantasy basketball league. So that's pretty cool. Besides the fact, and a lot of you guys might not even care, but besides the fact that in the semis, one of the other guys kind of rage quit, like not even halfway through the week. So it kind of gave the other person I'm playing an unfair advantage because they had extra waiver wire ads. So we had to combat that. We kind of came to an agreement. But yeah, still, like, he kind of messed up the finals, but it's okay. It's going to be close. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can bring home my first chip to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber and stuff. But yeah, also this warm-up hanging, really underrated. Sometimes Sandra's cooking in the kitchen late at night. And if I finish my work earlier, I'll come outside and hang out with her while she's cooking. A lot of times I'll just come on this bar and just hang and just kind of retract into it, kind of just change the angles, adjust my hips, that kind of thing. But as far as like shoulders, chest, back, hanging, just feels amazing. Even your lower back and stuff, I've never done, like, I was never a fan of like the decompression. A lot of people will tell you to hang and hold weights from your legs to help decompress your spine. Kind of like the same thing, the decompressor, where it kind of, when it flips you upside down by your legs and it's supposed to help decompress your spine. Never was a fan of those. Honestly, whenever I did those or consistently, I felt like it made my lower back even worse and tighter. So I don't know. But definitely, that's probably definitely like an individualized situation. However, I'm rambling. Let's get this workout in. Okay, so first exercise, we got pronated grip pull-ups. Never really trained pronated pull-ups too much. It's always been like ring pull-ups or some type of like neutral grip pull-up. However, because of variation, I want to throw these in. And honestly, my back is pumped AF right now. Like just warming up. So I did a bunch of warm-ups. I've been keeping it relatively low reps for the warm-ups. Like really nothing over like 6-7 reps. And yeah, I just kind of worked my way up. I did 3 sets body weight, did a set with the 20-pound kettlebell, did my acclimation set with the 30-pound kettlebell. And this is the final set, so we're gonna see what we can get. Operation Look Like a Dorito is underway. Okay. Yeah. Whew. lost count. It was like 8 or something, maybe 7, which is fine. To be honest, what I've noticed from just like back training over the years is that I like the lower rep range on weighted pull-ups. So anywhere in that 4, even like, yeah, down to 4 reps, 4 or 5 reps on the bottom end, all the way up to 8. Anything more than 8, other things, I feel like just other things start getting compromised, like your grip, your forearms, that kind of thing. Yeah, I could use my straps for this, but I don't know. When I was doing my acclimations for this workout, it just didn't feel good with the straps. I felt like the straps were more slippery to a point. Is that a kami? Or is that another baby? Okay, I think that was another baby. Anyways, yeah. A lot of my neighbors in this area have grandkids and kids like all around Akami's age. So from time to time I hear them. But anyways, Akami's down for her nap as per usual. But yeah, that's why I've been just using chalk. And not bad. I think that was 8. I gotta rewatch the footage. I totally lost count. However, I felt like my form was pretty good. As always, I'm trying to explode up and just control the eccentrics coming down, get that nice stretch at the bottom. I do wish this bar was maybe like 3 inches higher, like 3 to 6 inches higher would be nice, because then I could get a full stretch at the bottom without like having to bend my legs. And I'm not even that tall, so, but also this is like a home setup, so it is what it is. However, my first clip, I rambled a long time. And I feel like I ramble a lot in my beginning clips, so sorry about that. I'm gonna cut down on the rambling. Today's a beautiful day. Let's keep it going. Okay, so next exercise is one arm rows. We're doing these with an upper back bias. Oops, the mic. But yeah, basically I'm just bracing with my opposite arm and just rowing up. It's okay to have a little twist, just not so much where you're out of place, but just get that stretch at the bottom. Rotate up and pulling the dumbbell pretty much up to my chest and just controlling it down. Could honestly go heavier. 80s is pretty light for this exercise. However, I just kind of want to rep it out and just practice the form a little bit. So we'll see how many we get. We're just gonna go till our form starts breaking down. Ugh. 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 Okay. So right around 12. To be honest, the last like 2 or 3 felt a little, the reps weren't quite as clean. However, I still was getting good contraction in my back, so I just kept going. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, and those felt really good. I'm glad I changed this exercise. Typically, I'll do chest supported rows off this pad, but Haven't done these rows in a while or programmed them in my workouts, but yeah, these feel really, really good. Yeah, especially that extra stretch. So the reason why I kind of like them, or the reason why I like them as a change to the chest supported rows that I was doing, the upper back bias rows, is you get that extra stretch at the bottom because you can rotate. With 2 dumbbells, you can't really rotate because you're stuck. So when you do a unilateral, you can rotate a little bit more, get that extra stretch at the bottom. And also at the top too. You can rotate slightly at the top and get that deeper contraction. And as long as you try to keep everything as tight as possible, yeah, I felt really good. Next time we're definitely gonna go up to 90s. Probably hit that for like 8 to 10 and build that thickness. Okay, next we're using the bells of steel arc bar, doing some hammer curls. Honestly, love this exercise. Brought it in the first meso and really like it. However, been having, I don't know, just some weird like forearm tightness ever since I did those. So what I did wrong was I did my dumbbell upright rows in a previous workout with straps, and I think I just had my grip weird where it kind of like hit my forearm in like a weird angle. So my forearm's still kind of fatigued from that, just because it's not used to it. So anyways, I'm gonna be keeping it light. So just gonna rep this out and try not to irritate my forearm anymore. And just let it recover. Okay. Yeah, so not the best set. Still feel the forearm, but got a good bicep pump. Yeah, well, once my forearm's recovered next week, we're definitely gonna start loading up the weights. Okay, next exercise, wide grip rows. Just gonna be doing the whole stack, keeping the form tight and just repping it out. Okay. Whew. Okay. That felt good. Because the grip is so wide, yes, you're gonna have a limited range of motion. However, just let your shoulders roll forward at the top just to get that stretch. However, just watch your lower back. Always keep your core tight. Don't loosen your core while you do this. I made this mistake before where I'm so focused on getting that stretch that I allow my lower back to roll. And, then I get some lower back tightness afterwards. So make sure that your core is always tight, your back staying neutral, and when you're getting that stretch, you're only allowing your upper back to get that stretch, your shoulders to roll forward, not your entire scapula. And yes, I see people do it where they roll like their entire scapula. You see their back fully rounded when they roll. And it's very individualized. However, for me and my lower back issues, does not work. So yeah, like that. And then just bring it as far back as you can. With this bar, I just hit my stomach at the top and just do a slight pause. And that's a rep. Okay, the last exercise is going to be band assisted pull-ups or assisted pull-up machine, whatever you may have. So this is an exercise I added just for just a little extra volume. I just want to add a little bit more lat work because in past mesos, like, yeah, we're hitting lats. Just want to increase the volume for this meso. So I'm just going to do knee in the band instead of foot just because it's easier to set up. However, I'm keeping tempo pretty strict, so I've been fatiguing pretty fast, so I honestly don't know how many I can get, but just to keep the reps clean and do as many as we can. Okay. Lost count again. I think it was like 10 or 11 or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what rep I started doing. Partials, however, because this is a more controlled, assisted exercise. Feel free, do partials at the bottom. Something I did notice was because you're using a band, your legs are gonna wanna swing out forward. Which is fine, it just kind of decreases the tension. So make sure you keep the band straight up and down, even though, yeah, I was kind of getting up there in my Dragon Balls and stuff. But yeah, just keep it up and down and try to stay as vertical as possible and just focus on, obviously, the top part of the rep is gonna be the hardest. So obviously focus on that contraction at the top. The stretch at the bottom isn't quite as important just because there's so little tension at the bottom because the band's helping. But make sure you just get that contraction at the top. And I think this was a long video because I rambled a lot. So that's the workout. Gonna stretch, get some protein in, and see you guys in the next one.